This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Fred Warner
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
At the 41.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tito Smith, his first carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 54, left. Check, watch 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
At the 28-yard line.
Second and 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Hey, 0-0-0. Tempo.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trying to power it in with Arma. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wag the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
score. Seahawks 7, Packers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54.
Here's Jones. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. This is caught. Gronkowski. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Three yards remain for second down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a second down throw for Love here. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, it's Jones. Calais Campbell on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action this time with Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Packers 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This is Jones. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
54, check,
Now Jones. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, moving Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence, the 3 different ones who beat. Cause I deserve that.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Smith. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Smith out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The tackle by Dean Lowry. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your...
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
For a Seattle.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Shut up right there. Tick.
Play action. Now Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
12. First down, Packers.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Switch. Switch gears.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Rolling to his right. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They're going option play on third down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Packers 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. If not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Third down, Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
3 ball. 15's the mark.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 3rd down, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep to the 14. Rush in, rush in, rush in. He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.